introduce myself in the last presentation, so I'm going to start with that. My name is Jessi. I'm the Vice President here at Kentucky, Vice President of Guest Experience here at Kentucky Kingdom and Hurricane Bay. I oversee all of the guest-facing operations, also the official spokesperson for Kentucky Kingdom. Yeah, so I'm taking over a little bit more as I do pretty much everything around here at the park with the exception of marketing, finance, and maintenance. Pretty much everything else is in my purview. It's exciting. I'm really looking forward to putting my imprint on the ride operations team, the aquatics team, and the food services team. Those are some of the last departments I haven't had the pleasure of operating, but they're mine now. So we'll be making sure that they really achieve a high level of efficiency and fun while maintaining a safe experience for everyone. So I personally am really looking forward to this, and it couldn't be more thankful to my personal mentor, Ed Hart, who we'll hear from here in a little bit. So I'm looking forward to making Kentucky Kingdom as best as possible for all of our fans in the community. If you didn't notice, it's March. Today's actually the first day of spring, so bam, we got here. Don't worry about it.
So it's not winter walkthrough, it's spring walkthrough.
King Louie spring walkthrough. Awesome. So all the proceeds from today go to Give Kids the World Village. If you're not familiar, they do quite a magical thing, a great charity to be partnered with down in Orlando. And you know, they really help Make-A-Wish and other families in need. They grant those wishes and they fulfill, and they offer a truly magical getaway for those families who really need it. So thank you so much for purchasing tickets for today's event. This is where all the proceeds go to. So if you haven't heard anything about them or you're not familiar with these, look it up on their website. It's really worth it. You might need to shed a tear. It's really magical what they do. We got a special deal for you guys all summer long. Tickets only $29.95. That's a two-day consecutive ticket with free soft drinks just for you guys. So this is a special link. We'll send out the link. We're going to actually send out the whole presentation. So don't worry, we'll send it to you. We'll bombard you all this summer. But you won't need the ticket link because you're going to get a season pass. They're on sale right now, only $54.95. If you haven't got your pass, buy now. This price is going up. It's not a lot, but it is going to go up. If you buy right now, you also get one Bring a Friend free ticket per pass that you buy, and you get to use that Bring a Friend free ticket on one Tuesday in June. So really great value right now, $54.95. Comes with all the entry, free parking, 20% off food and merchandise, loads of other in-park discounts. You got to get one if you haven't already. I know hopefully some of you probably have the extension passes and things like that, but always buy early for best price. Woo! We got a lot of fun things coming back to Kentucky Kingdom this year that we're able to operate in a safe and healthy way. One of those being the Sea Lion Slosh Show. Little baby avocado sea lion is now 5. She's coming back and she's going to be part of a show. I've watched her grow up. She's incredible, little Ava. So you'll have to come see the performance. It's getting a little refresh, so a little bit different than what we've done in the past with the same cute little sea lion antics that everybody loves. Also bringing back this baddie, the giant wheel will be back. You know, super big, iconic, right? We're bringing it back. It's going to be operating. We're going to operate it in a safe and healthy way so that you and your family can ride it together. It's also getting a brand new operating system. It's going to be more reliable than ever before. So she's been revamped. Even a little TLC clubs every day.
Why is it great?
Not right now, but like hang in there. Okay, we'll get there. And
What's up?
So Keys to the Canceled Kingdom is already sold out. But this event, Keys to the Kingdom, those tickets go on sale live today. If you buy today, you get $5 off. It's KentuckyKingdom.com/KTTK. All right, buy today. That's $5 off of the $60 regular ticket price. Or if you have a season pass holder, regular price for this ticket is $40, and you get $5 off that. So if you're doing it, do it today. All right, buy in. We're going to be, as you guys achieve and level up, we're going to release what the activities are going to be and show you the itinerary as we get closer. So, what's the date? June 6th. June 6th. Good question. June 6th. Yep. So we're going to be unveiling activities and things. We also are going to have a form available for volunteers to sign up if they're interested in having their art displayed, or if you're interested in being part of our panel conversation. We're going to have that open and available for volunteers. Our team will be going through and selecting the best fit for this event, but you will be able to volunteer, throw your name in the ring if you're interested in doing that. But looking forward to having a great event. It's going to have everything that you loved about last year, and maybe even a little bit more. So we're going to make it happen. I'm over operations and food services now, so I'm really going to be able to make some magic. And coming up with a custom menu just for you guys. Yeah.
So the biggest question we have gotten in the group,
Yeah.
will there be vegetarian options and options for people that have dietary needs?
Yeah, we should. Yeah, we can do that. We'll make it happen.
Because that's just been the biggest concern. And I get their concern, because I mean, as a person who doesn't have that, I don't see that, but
Yeah.
they would like to see more than just a salad.
Got it. Yeah, we definitely have options that we can work on. I've kind of had that on my radar to make sure, and we'll figure out whether it may be something that we can offer right on the line for everybody if they so choose. We'll work on that. That's doable. Please always send in your feedback. That's a good one. Thank you. Nothing like a little preparation so that I'm not find a veggie burger.
Well, I mean, I get their concern because, I mean, it must be a struggle, you know.
No, I totally get it.
And I agree with them.
That's a great point.
I was saying in the Mexican place, don't they have like we eat veggie burritos instead
Yes,
of
because
veggie bowls
actually,
and stuff like that?
yeah, you can do a bowl of rice, or I believe,
Yeah, veggie.
yes, you can do the bowl of this house, or the nachos. Yep. Still working on the allergy guide for this year, bear with me. We've got quite a few treats coming up this year, but you'll see that. So yeah, the form will be going out. Carly's working on that, so with that. And like I said, $5 off, Keys to the Kingdom today only. Maximize, KentuckyKingdom.com/TTK. Hey, Boo Bear. Any Yogi Bear fans? Awesome, so we're bringing in Yogi Bear to the 5D Cinema, I promise, and the choices that we have in 5D Cinema is so good one. So we're bringing it in. It's going to be a really fun show, great for families. We're going to be able to operate the 5D Cinema in a safe and healthy way, so we're excited to bring that back online this year. So yeah, it's going to be a hoot and a holler. So, and the air conditioning is still as good as ever. So, Jefferson made me swear that I would not unleash our menu adjustments this year, but I'm in the kitchen, whipping up some magic with the Hershin chef. Our food team's working very hard at
Hey,
creating new menus.
Handy, check out no one.
We're going to go into the park. And a lot of the things that we're going to do are, some are simple, some are no-brainers, like, sorry, I can't tell you, but simple things that we should have on the menu. Did they tell you any of the food locations?
Yeah. Yes.
They tell you about coffee and cones?
Yeah, they did not. Where's coffee and coffee?
Oh my God, I done blew it.
They told us about the scoops moving over here, but they didn't say
Yes,
anything about
moving scoops, we gotta free up some space.
I have a
and scoops for
question.
something special. Yeah.
So what are the new adjustments?
You gotta stay tuned, you gotta get your season pass and come see. Because I'm telling you, I'm adding basically all the food items that we're adding are all ones that I would go eat for lunch, so I promise they're gonna be good. They're the kind of things you're like, ooh, yeah. So modifying, taking what we're doing and adding a new layer to it. So I can say, like scoops, for example, getting a bigger, it's gonna have an opportunity to have more flavors of hard dipped ice cream. You know, just doing some no-brainer things that make a lot of sense that are going to be, that are theme park staples that have been missing. I can go ahead and tell you in our, we're still at Pepsi Park. Yeah.
Hooray.
Yeah!
You get Mountain Dew, you get Big Red, you get Dr. Pepper, you get Gatorade.
Yay!
You
Finally.
get Starbucks products. Just throwing it out. Yeah, we're gonna have a couple special Mountain Dew flavors for sale in our retail shops by the bottle. That would be Baja Blast and Mountain Dew Major Melon. Yeah.
So another big question we got is, which I know probably will happen this year, but is Hershey looking at the possibility of expanding their meal programs that they have, like Dollywood and Silver Dollar
Oh my
City?
God, absolutely. We're not going to do that this year. I do apologize. We're really trying to get expenditure right. But yes, we're only scratching the surface of what we can do. We're going to do a couple things that we can knock out easy, no-brainer, that our guests deserve to have, like sweet tea. Yeah. However, the sweet tea is going to be the bottom. But what?
Are you able to play the onion flavor again?
I should have put that in. I apologize. Email jrightshirtsetic@com. Yes.
So far it sounds like Hershey, ever since this has happened, has been head on, just right into this ever since the sale went through.
Yeah.
Does it seem the same way for the employees here, that Hershey is just all in right out of the gate?
Yeah. I mean, I feel like, I've been talking with, they call their corporate office the Property Support Center, because that's what they do, they support their properties. Now us, is one of them. So I've been talking with the Property Support Center since before Christmas to get some of these things rolling and making sure that not only are we hitting the safety standards, are we offering a great experience for our guests, are we maximizing the options and the experience that's available. So it's been an ongoing process, and we know what we're doing this year is a step. The journey is long. It's a step in that direction. It's a step towards getting world really amping up and elevating our current brand. We're stepping in that direction. Is every retail item in the retail shop going to be new and great and beautiful? No, but we're going to get there. We're going to get there. We're going to get through. We got to get through some of our inventory and work through some of the things that we need to do on the back end to make it happen. But that opens us up for more and more opportunity. So a lot of the food, I'm thrilled and pumped about our food menu changes, but it's just a step. We have plenty more steps to go. And I promise, I wish I could say them all right now, but I promise Jefferson that I will tease them on social media. So I will say we have access to all the recipes, and we now share the same executive chef. So just saying. So lots of great things happening. One, I can't tell you that he told me I was allowed to say is we're bringing back icy. Icy
Yes.
Yes. So we have slushies right now, and they're good and fine, but we're bringing back icy. They're the best. We know they're the best. So we're going to have Pepsi ices, Mountain Dew ices, and all kinds of other flavors. It's going to be really cool. Really good experience. Yes?
Are you guys going to have like some kind of meal, like daily meal plan possibly coming out, or pass?
We won't, not planning on it for this year, but that's definitely something that we need to program in. There's a lot of things that we have to adjust in our admissions programming in order to get those sorts of things to fall in line and fall accordingly. That's definitely on the horizon.
And then one other question is,
Yeah.
are you guys going to update the website?
Did state that is in the plans, but not for right now.
Yeah, I think it is my understanding that the Hershey team is working on it in the background as we speak. When we're going to unveil a new website is TBD, but is that something that's going to happen? Absolutely. Cool. So that's, oh yeah, sorry.
What in terms of rides? Are you going to be offering some sort of fast lane or fast pass?
Not putting in a fast pass situation this year, but I would see as an operator, no reason why we wouldn't try to do something like that. It requires a lot of infrastructure changes and queue line adjustments, so we would want to see that. But there's no reason to believe, there's no reason not to believe that all of these things aren't on the horizon for Kentucky Kingdom. Exactly. You nailed it. We gotta get people in, gotta get through COVID, right? Then we can really get it going. Let me keep going. You'll have plenty of time to ask me questions, I promise. You didn't think Hershey was going to buy this cart and not put in a coaster, right? They're going to give us a coaster. Yeah, so Hershey definitely wants to put in a wooden coaster, right? They're going to give us a wooden coaster. You're all getting wooden coasters today. We'll be passing those out at the end. We're getting a wooden coaster. Congratulations.
before I forget,
Yeah, go ahead.
this did come from a member of the group. They wanted to say sincere that they are extremely excited for this year. They said they didn't make it to Winter Walkthru.
Okay.
And that they really appreciated that Kentucky went above and beyond last year and this year in improving and providing COVID-19 safety procedures.
Yep.
And I meant to tell you that they really wanted to say that personally to you, that they were here.
Yeah,
That they are really happy and excited to see what the year 2021.
Yeah, well, thank you. You know, we're still working on it, and we'll kind of get to some of that. We're kind of trying to wait until we get closer to opening to announce our full COVID plan, but you can pretty much assume that most things are going to be the same as last year. We'll still have the same amped-up sanitation. Masks will not be required outdoors, so those are social distancing. The last piece that we're working on is trying to get more capacity back to the rides, right? Yeah. We want to operate all the trains, we want to operate the line. So we're working on what that means and what that's going to require for our guests, but that's only not to make the experience worse, but to make the wait time shorter. So we're working on that. Keep your eyes peeled. We'll be releasing that right before we open to make sure that we get the best, most updated procedures before we go to season. So stay tuned. So, you know, Kentucky Kingdom couldn't be what it is, and wouldn't have even been interesting to a company like Hershey Family Entertainment if it weren't for people like you who share the positive word of mouth, who spread the word, who are supporters and fans, come to our events and share the magic and the good times that you have here at the park. So we thank you. We wouldn't have been nearly as appealing without people like you sharing our message and coming to visit the park. So, you know, and with Hershey Family Entertainment being the majority owner of Kentucky Kingdom now, we're entering upon a new era. But, you know, Ed Hart was very particular when he even pursued. He wasn't sure what he wanted to do with the park, but he's always been concerned about his legacy. He wanted it to outlive it for decades and decades and decades. So he didn't want to have to worry about that. And he wanted to do what was best for the longevity of the park. And so he found that in Hershey Family Entertainment. And he sought them out to say, hey, you guys are a great amusement operator. You guys interested? And boy, were they interested. So I've got a couple words from Ed Hart. You know, he loves and adores the band people like you. So, and he always loves speaking at events like these. So I've got a message from him.
Welcome everyone, I'm Ed Hart, the proud founder of Kentucky Kingdom. Well, actually I'm not the founder, since the park first opened in 1987, and I wasn't involved. At that time, Kentucky Kingdom was a small 10-acre kiddie park with only one coaster. It was marketed as Disney Comes to Kentucky, but promptly went bankrupt. Maybe that has something to do with the fact that Disney isn't exactly known for operating small kiddie parks. So I'm not the founder of Kentucky Kingdom, but my team and I can take credit for twice saving the park from the wrecking ball. The first time was in 1990, after the original Kentucky Kingdom had been closed for 2 years. We did it again in 2014. The park was closed for 4 years and we brought it back, but bigger and better than ever before. Now we face a new challenge. How to take Kentucky Kingdom and Hurricane Bay to the next level. How does the park broaden its brand and extend its reach not only to more thrill park enthusiasts, but also to those looking to spend a fun day together with family and friends? For me, the company that runs some of the best parks anywhere in the world, parks with something for everyone, is Hershey Family Entertainment. I reached out to Hershey last fall to gauge their interest in Kentucky Kingdom, and here we are. Hershey now has a majority stake in Kentucky Kingdom, and the park is now in their capable hands. I had 3 important criteria in mind when I made the decision to go with Hershey. 1, my belief that Hershey is the best company in the industry to build on Kentucky Kingdom's legacy. We worked so hard to establish that legacy, and also we wanted to make sure somebody could come along to zero in on broadening the park's appeal. 2, my pride in our management team, many of whom you have gotten to know personally. I wanted to make sure that our young and enthusiastic amuserators were placed in the right hands, especially with regard to the safety and guest experiences. And 3, my desire to get a fair price, which we did. So that's it. We've reached another milestone in the history of Kentucky Kingdom, but we could never have done it without you. Your enthusiastic support of the park through social media and word of mouth has been instrumental in Kentucky Kingdom's success. And for that, As some of you may or may not know, my partner and I have produced 12 feature films. So I'd like to draw on my love of cinema to give you some parting words. And I'm paraphrasing here from the ending of a great movie classic, Casablanca. So speaking for our entire team of Kentucky Kingdom, this isn't goodbye, but the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
As we said, it's a new era for Kentucky Kingdom. And I personally couldn't be more grateful to Ed Hart and his mentorship and his guidance and making sure that people like me, Harley and Jefferson, and all of us that you guys interact with intimately, we're taken care of and a part of this new adventure for Kentucky Kingdom. So I'm thrilled on a personal level to be able to expand my career, and our team has many opportunities within the Hershey Family Entertainment Company. But Kentucky Kingdom is going to continue to elevate and grow and build on what we've already done and what we've accomplished. All good. Trust me, I know what that's like. We're able to grow, and now we've got somebody who's willing to put in the investment and do what it takes to elevate our brand and really provide experiences that are going to be impactful from ages 2 to 92, and everything in between. If you don't know, one of Hershey Family Entertainment's mottos is creating memories worth repeating. Kentucky Kingdom's been doing that, but we're going to continue to do that in a way that offers more appeal for families and builds around the great thrill rides and attractions that we have, and offers a bigger and better experience than we've ever done before. We're going to continue to grow and to build this park, and it's going to last for many generations to come. So I've got a little bit to show you in case you're not familiar with Hershey. I got a little bit of something to show you what they're about.
I got it. Splash and Bubbles, the Harlem Globetrotters, the Aquariums, the Peaks, they are the masters at creating memories worth repeating, no matter which way they go about it. And so we're so excited to be part of that brand and part of that experience, and to use their expertise and guidance. Their corporate office is called the Property Support Center. I mentioned I've been talking to the Property Support Center since right before Christmas. There's a whole team that's behind our management team helping us excel and exceed our guest expectations and to build a better experience at Kentucky Kingdom each and every day. So we lean on their support and their guidance and their expertise, but are still going to be
cents for Kentucky Kingdom. There's only one Dollywood. There only will ever be one Dollywood. We're not going to turn Kentucky Kingdom into Dollywood. We're going to keep Kentucky Kingdom, but it's going to be the best it can be, and it's going to continue to build, add, improve, and do whatever it takes so that we can best serve our guests and continue to create those memories worth repeating for many generations to come. So it's an exciting time and a new era in the park. So we're so thrilled to be part of that family. And truly, Vinakan, the CEO of Hershon, was here a couple days ago, and he was welcoming us to the family and really teaching us what Hershon is all about and telling us about the culture and the expectations. And, you know, it's exciting. It's an exciting time. And I mean, we couldn't feel like we had found any more of a better fit. It's truly been a great experience throughout this transition. A little crazy, my phone's ringing off the hook in a bit, but all in all, it's been great, and it's been really fun, and we're just getting started. Yeah.
So, I'm curious to your personal opinion.
Yes.
Or your personal feelings about it.
Yeah.
When Ed probably walked in, how did you and the team, like actually personally, besides work, obviously your love and affection for Kentucky and the rest of us, what was your personal feelings when you first heard Ed's talking to her team?
So we had some rumors going on, and Ed sat down the senior executive team and said, he's like, I'm not selling the park, I would never sell the park, I'm going to operate it next year. That was in October. Our whole management staff was furloughed for several months over the winter, which was hard, you know, but in it to win it, our team was dedicated. And so we were brought back in January, and that's when Hershon took over, so most of our staff found out after the day they came back from furlough what was going on. So, but I found out, Ed called me and asked me to come in and meet with them, and he told me about it, and I just like, it's almost like I've always feared the day that Ed was going to tell me he was going to sell the park. Because I was scared, I was nervous. I was like, you know, Ed has been a great mentor to me, a friend. I have countless stories of hilarity about him, but also couldn't be more thankful, you know, for his guidance and his expertise and everything he's enabled me to do. So for me personally, when he told me that, I was like, nervous. Like he was like, "Are you okay? Like you gonna be alright?" I was like, he was like, "Are you gonna cry?" And I didn't cry, but probably could have. But you know, but it was something that he was so confident in what he knew Hershon was going to be able to come in and do and what they were going to do, that he was able to, you know, kind of like give me some insight into that, say it's going to be okay, this is going to be good for you, it's going to be good for you, it's going to be good for everybody, it's going to be good for the park. He was like, this will keep us from having to worry about, we won't have to furlough staff again. You know, we will be stable. Yeah. That was music to my ears. You know, we're going to be stable and we're going to build the longevity of the park so that we will long surpass. And it long surpasses all in this room. And that's the goal. He was worried about the legacy. He didn't want what he had built to end with him. And he didn't want it to end up in hands that he didn't want it to be in. So he went out and got the hands that he wanted in there. And so he made that happen. And it's been a process. And so, but he's been patient. It's been you can imagine this course of this transaction to make Hershon Family Entertainment the majority owner was almost 5-6 month process, right? Just crazy. More complicated than buying a house. Yeah.
Question from one of our live stream viewers.
Yeah.
He wants to know if you guys are going to get a premier family launch coaster in the future.
I would love to get one. I really do need a launch coaster.
Yeah.
Anybody who would ride a launch coaster? Oh, all right, great. Yeah. No, absolutely. It would be interesting, you know, just.
If you can't go big, go fast.
Oh! Go ahead.
One more question.
Yeah.
Will that park be still here this year, or is this like if he's no longer going to be much of a part of it?
Yeah. So technically, Ed Park currently is still a minority owner. Him and his partners and his original investors that were in the kingdom, they own a minority stake. So he's still kind of a consultant for us, and he still has, like, his heart is still in it. He's not going to be on property, and he's not going to be making decisions about the company, but he works very closely with our new general manager, Craig, who I've got a message from here in a minute. But yeah, so I have a new boss. His name is Craig Ross. He was the former president of Dollywood for the last 10 years, and really took Dollywood to the next level. Really like increased their attendance, tripled their revenue, really took them to the next level. He's the mastermind behind, one of the masterminds behind Dreammore Resort and some of the other things that they've done down at Dollywood. He ran Lightning Rod, so he built Walkthru, like that was all under his purview, so he's very experienced. So, yeah, and I'm thrilled to have another so accomplished mentor and somebody to learn from and Kentucky Kingdom is a really good.
So we should call this Kentucky Kingdom Love That.
Yeah, exactly. That's basically what's happened. Yes.
I heard you say that Keys to the Kingdom tickets were going on sale today, but I looked on the website and didn't see anything.
Oh, is that me? You have to go to KentuckyKingdom.com/K2K.
Okay, what?
K.
Say it again, please.
Keys to the kingdom.
Yes.
Slash
KTTK. They'll be there. Don't worry, there's no map. Yes.
Going back to Ed,
Yeah.
was he, I know like with COVID and everything, this might have made things come a little quicker.
Yeah.
Has he been thinking about this within the past few years of wanting to sell, or did COVID accelerate that, or?
Yeah. I think like I said, I think he was worried about the longevity of the park and the legacy that was being left. COVID definitely expedited that because we obviously did not hit our financial goals last year, which makes it more problematic to invest. And that's what the park needs investment in order to, in order to sustain it. It needs a certain level in order to keep it looking nice, to keep it so. And so it's been difficult because the park was closed for so long. It took such a big investment initially. It is still kind of getting its sea legs, if you will, getting back to being completely financially stable. So because of that, it's like, COVID is really what kind of took that, his investment plan and kind of rocked it, basically. So, and so I think for him personally, that's some of what, but a large piece of it is really just the legacy of Kentucky Kingdom. He could have went about the investment. He's master. He could have gotten it, but he also wanted to take care of the brand of the park for the long term, and knew that that was the best for the long term success. All right, without further ado, I'm going to let, yeah.
I don't have a question, Jessi, but I have a statement I'd like to make.
Make your statement.
Make my statement. Can I stand up?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So we've been to several Hershey properties before, and I just want to say that anytime we've ever gone to any of them, we've always been treated just like family. And that even includes the first time that Wildcat Coasters came to Kentucky Kingdom, you guys treated us just like one of your own.
Yeah.
And I want to say thank you so much for that. And I'm super excited to see what the future has to bring to the park. So I want to thank your entire staff for everything you guys do. So thank you so much.
I love having events like these. You guys all come in. My friends are here. Like, it's so exciting. Oh, many visitors. It's so good. But I love having these special events and having opportunities to, get together as a group and do something special because you guys are very special to us. So we appreciate all the love.
I have a question.
Yeah.
In the trailer, why were people screaming a wild eagle? Scream on that. Like, I tried to be thrilled. Didn't really work.
I don't know.
That's a good question. I will email all over. Thank you. Just kidding. Awesome. I'm going to, without further ado, let you hear a little word from our new general manager, Mr. Craig Ross.
Hi, I'm Craig Ross. Thank you so much for your interest in Kentucky Kingdom and for sharing our excitement for what is in store for this iconic park. I'm so honored to be here in the beautiful and historic city of Louisville and to help reopen the park and further develop the exceptional 30-year legacy that is Kentucky Kingdom. What you know and love about the park is here to stay. And I know that I speak on behalf of the entire Hershey team when I say we're very much looking forward to working alongside the community here to build a bright future for this beloved park along with our employees and our guests. Our team really wants to hear from you as we plan for the future. Your feedback and your ideas are very important to our future planning, and we will be listening to each and every one of you. Kentucky Kingdom is starting a new exciting chapter, and we can't wait to welcome you back for the 2021 season starting on May 8th. I look forward to seeing you soon.
So we've got a We're Listening campaign going on. We want to hear feedback from you. We want to know, what do you guys see for Kentucky Kingdom? What would you like to see? What do you wish we had? Is it the T4 of your dreams? You let us know. Whatever your opinion. You've been here. You know what it takes. You got to give me input right now? Go ahead.
Cinnamon bread.
Oh. What? You guys like cinnamon bread?
I would come here a lot more if there was cinnamon bread.
Okay, great. Got it. I'll let her know. Thank you. What? Oh, Raptor? Okay, funny story about that. Remind me to tell the Raptor funny story later. Let me get through this presentation first. But this survey is available online at KentuckyKingdom.com/listening. We're doing a big social media campaign. It's about a 3-minute survey. Take the survey for us. Let us know. That's your opportunity.
It's been out for a while, hasn't it?
Probably.
I think I'll take it.
I'm like not in marketing anymore,
Yeah.
so I don't like it. I'm where the rides are. So yeah, it was a good chance. I'll leave that. It's been this is a big push. This is Hershen's first kind of initiative in the marketing realm for Kentucky Kingdom. Because they want to know what this community sees and what the fans want and what the visitors want and what our guests want to see. It's very important to us. It's very important to Hershen. Of course, Jefferson made this presentation, so I'd be remiss if I didn't tell you to follow us on all of our social media platforms. It costs you nothing to like our Facebook, to share our posts, to like our pictures on Instagram, hit that retweet. Right? So my plan, I was like, yeah, you better get into it, right? Not you need to get into it. I occasionally talk about things once in a while. You follow me. You're hilarious. Probably funny. We'll talk to you. We love talking to and communicating, so follow us. Twitter's a great place to do that. No need to slide into my Facebook DMs. I don't check Facebook, so I'm having a try. I'm a little bit more active on Twitter. So, but yeah, awesome. We love to hear from you guys. So please connect with us, follow us, all that good stuff. Now I'll take questions. You guys have been a very active group. I love it. Please ask away. Yes.
So I know Craig and them made the statement that they're looking at Halloween Christmas. Is that still true?
Yeah, I was going to say something about that. So, the Hershen way of building on experiences and creating more value for season passes and tickets, things like that, is extending the season, making it longer, and implementing festivals and special events. So I would totally imagine that all those things are on the horizon for Kentucky Kingdom. Who would come to Kentucky Kingdom Christmas? Oh my God, great.
Let's do something new. Okay, Christmas.
No.
Let's do like fashion and history of this holiday.
Yeah, crazy. Or like, are we a fan of pumpkin illuminants? That's kind of cute, right?
Oh, definitely.
Or like flower and food festival.
Where are pretty Kentucky Kingdom looks like the gold snow?
Oh, you want to know what it looks like?
Yeah.
Magic.
Say if you text on your side. No.
Yes, buddy, what you got?
Are you guys going to focus on more lighting?
Yeah, we actually have, I don't know, I'm sure most of you guys actually came to the school, yes, we actually have a decent amount that already kind of exists naturally that is conducive to doing nighttime events, but in terms of making it like beautiful and things like that, absolutely. I think that will definitely come with more and more events that we start adding and layering in. No major light packages or anything in place right now in the plans, but I'm telling you that stuff is going to work its way in over time. Yes?
So, with all the current guards and all this stuff, how long are you guys going to be staying open for nighttime? How long?
Yeah.
This, that?
Good question. Good question. Because we're still coming out of the pandemic, let's say we're coming out of it at the end. operate until about 7 p.m. on the weeknights and 8 p.m. on the weekends. We know that's short. We know that. We gotta get things going. We gotta get some things done, and we need to get through through COVID and through everything and make sure that before we go out and start spending more money on operations, that we're gonna get the money back and be smart about it. It also takes a lot of employees to operate late. And I don't know if you do this, but UPS and Amazon are also big employers in our area. So we're working on some things to really try to build that up. So tell your friends to work for us for the best. Yes.
So will there ever be Kentucky Kingdom night rides?
Yes, there will. There may, don't quote me, but we may have some special events this summer. We're going to do some late night events. It's definitely, it's coming. I'm telling you right now, all the things we want is coming. We just got to work it out so that it makes sense and then we'll do it right. We do it well.
Storm chaser at night.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's what I do. Go ahead.
Was sharing the parking lot with the exposition center?
Yeah.
What kind of challenges have you guys faced recently with that? Like, have they did any pushback with the sale? Have you guys experienced any of that? Or
Yeah. Actually, you know, the Kentucky State Fair Board is who owns and facilitates kind of the property that we're on. We have like a lease that we're technically, it's like a 100-year lease, whatever it is. So we can do whatever we need to do inside the gates. But with that process, they were definitely heavily involved, which is why the governor was actually at our press conference. Perkins did a great job of working with those government agencies. You know, they're very well versed in doing that in the states that they're in, and you know, and of course has all at Clark had all his connections, and he worked. And so the state, the city, all the government agencies were heavily involved in kind of being closed up on this process, which means we started out on really solid ground going forward. So, you know, the governor is excited about this transition, the mayor is excited about this transition, the Kentucky State Fair Board's excited. So everybody's behind Hershend and going to do whatever it takes to operate it. So we haven't had a lot of struggles recently with parking and things, and we've been working out really copacetically and getting what we need. And, you know, it's been a nice working relationship, and I think it will continue to be that way. Ed Hart really set us up a few years ago with some of the adjustments he made in the plans, and worked with former governor at the time and some of the Secretary of Tourism, Secretary of Finance. You know, he's had a lot of contacts, and he really set us up. And so a lot of what he put in place is going to be carried over as Hershend takes over, so that we can continue to do free parking for single pass holders, free parking for the Kentucky State Fair, all that stuff. Yes.
Do you think security is going to be anything?
I think as the park continues to be more sustainable over time, I really think that I really feel like our security is right where it needs to be, and I think we will continue to have there will often be law enforcement, but uniformed police officers in the park where needed. We also have a great support system in that there are uniformed officers on the ground as well. So if we needed support, we've got some that are within, you know, a couple football fields away at the most to come respond to anything that happens at the park. We'll continue to have our public safety officers. I oversee them. They do more fun direction pointing and lost child locations than anything else, but they are trained and available all over the park. And we still take our guest guidelines very seriously. Family-friendly environment. That's number one. And we'll not let that be compromised. Right? So that will continue to be at the top of our list. Yes. Oh, sorry. Take the lady first, and I'll talk to you next.
Are there any plans to do anything in the area that you walk through to get to Storm Chaser? Like from the...
Oh, I should tell my funny story now. Tell me rapper story. Right? Makes sense. Okay, so everyone's like, why are you getting the RMC Raptor? LOL, right? Okay, funny story. Flashback to March of last year. Ed Hart getting ready to sign the deposit check to RMC. Fred Grubb is calling us every day. We're into it. We're doing it. We're doing the RMC. Gonna put the deposit. And then something called the coronavirus comes into the U.S. literally the week that we were getting ready to put a deposit down on the coaster. And then, flash forward like another 6 months, we heard Silverwood Theme Park announce that they're getting an RMC Raptor. That was ours. Yeah, that was ours. So I called my buddy in the morning and I said, hey, enjoy that RMC. You're welcome. They got a really good deal on it.
I think I want some tickets now for stealing stuff.
So I said, you gotta go to Silverwood, you gotta ride the ride, but close your eyes and pretend you're here, right? But that was one of the ideas that we had for that area next to Eye of the Storm. That's definitely, that whole, I would say the whole carousel corridor, 2 Storm Chaser, 2 Raging Rapids, pretty decent chunk of land. It's definitely high on the list for renovation and refurbishment. Absolutely. It's so much opportunity and space for like amped up experiences, and you know, we talk about festivals, we talk about special events. There's some opportunity there to make some of that happen. So definitely on the list. Yes, sir.
Going back to the Christmas event, Kings
Yeah.
Island, they run Mystic Timbers and sometimes Flight of Fear.
Yeah.
Are any of the coasters here capable of running in colder temperatures to run through a Christmas event?
That's a good question. I'm going to say, loosely speaking, I would say I'm sure we can make some things happen.
Depends on how cold it gets.
Yeah, it's going to depend for sure. Definitely won't be a lightning round, I can tell you that. But we'll see. I'm not exactly sure. I would be optimistic about Kentucky Flyer. I'm sure Gravity Group would work with us too to make sure we do what we need to do. And I would be optimistic about Thunder Run, but I can't guarantee any of that as we've never tried to run any of them in December, but I'm sure we'll make some things happen. Who knows? Maybe we'll have our own indoor coaster. I don't know. Yes.
What about Storm Chaser?
Maybe. I'm not gonna say no, but it's very steel, and steel is a lot more sensitive to the cold as a material. So I wouldn't be too optimistic that it'd be able to operate in super cold temps. But we also don't get a very heavy winter, and usually until we get to January. So this is gonna depend on the season too. Yes.
So I actually know I had a legacy about, like you always say about the roller coasters are good.
Yeah.
That's his like legacy, which I love.
Yeah.
That's thing ever to hear. That being said, we know Ocean's more like, I guess, parade, family, you know, entertainment, stuff like that. And all it has like a thing like every 2-3 years where it's got like a coastal. I mean, do you see Ocean following that path with us, or do you see him just add it on like 5 years?
I think this season is going to be very important for Hersham to understand our business really deeply from the inside and to know what makes our guests tick and what drives our attendance and whatnot. I still think they're very aware of what a coaster brings, you know, the pop of attendance and stuff that comes with it. But they also are very familiar with what it takes to, for example, add in a festival, extend the season, have the season pass price be worth more, so that maybe it costs more to get more with it, so that higher costs could then pay for something like a coaster. You know, it's like a business sort of quandary, trying to figure out what makes the most sense, and they have done a great job at mastering it at Dollywood for sure. So maybe not every 2 years, but I wouldn't say, let's say never say never. I'd say we definitely have some room to grow and to build up. For sure. Yes.
So has Hersham ever looked at the possibility now that they have purchased Kentucky?
Yes.
They have 3 major parks side by side with each other. Do you see them, or even told
like having
a multi-park pass like Cedar Fair does now at this point?
That's a good question. I haven't heard any discussion of that, but I agree, it makes sense to me.
I feel like that would bring more people in to the park, and honestly, I would pay for that just to go to Dollywood.
Absolutely. That's a good point. Good idea. You should know, right? I'll tell him you said.
So with Hersham being such family oriented, are we going to get a lot more shows, do you think?
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, we don't have
You're right. I'll say that we are big. Our entertainment lineup has room to grow. So I would absolutely see that on the horizon. Don't know that it's going to get crazy this year. We still got to get through the COVID, but once we can start packing theaters and in a safe way, getting that high volume of people to see it, I would imagine some streetmosphere sort of things and really amping it up. And that's where we're looking at thinking parade members are getting 2 to 90 viewers. So that's where we really need to capitalize as more of the grandparent, more of the people who don't come to the coasters, which I know is crazy. Some people don't come to us. Yes.
Any funny head toys?
Any funny
head toys?
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, I got one. Some of them are like over the is we had one of the buyouts of the park, and it was actually an evening buyout. And it was like almost midnight, and he was just sitting in the office, and he was like, go get me one of those red things. Bring me one of those frozen red things. Like, yeah, is that what it's called? So he's a character that made me enjoy. Thought I was like the best thing that ever happened. And I'm like, don't tell my mom. And that was Ed's first icy. So after the brief thing, Ed's first icy. You could just imagine. He was like,
He doesn't ride
he was like, what's this called again?
Say he doesn't ride over.
He does not. Have you ever known like one that he rode in? It's because the governor was really back in the governor thing.
That's my last question. So I guess I'm just asking for like some people and some people not.
Go ahead.
Ocean is a Christian-based company.
Yeah.
Are you guys looking to keep alcohol here, or are you guys?
Oh, good question. Yeah. You know, Christian is all about helping us maximize what we do best. They understand alcohol is part of our business. So they're all in. They're helping us get more alcohol sponsors and do more and bring more variety than we even had before. So a lot of, although it's not something they do elsewhere, they understand like it's part of our business and they're going to help us expand those parts of our business no matter what they may be. So using their buying expertise or their connections across the industry. So, go ahead.
Do they have I know they were talking about in the press release, they have a 5-year plan. Have they came up with the 5-year plan yet? Or is it still kind of like?
I think this year is going to be very important. I think, I'm sure Craig is very smart. I think he naturally, in his brain, kind of has a general idea, but I think they really want to see the numbers and see the part like flowing and where the flow is and where we're missing and like what we need to do and see how this in-park spending is so they can really make the best decisions. And that's where some of the survey too, that's going to come in very handy to be able to make those, that 5-year plan happen. But I've heard just some spitball ideas from Craig and I'm telling you. Yes.
Tagging off of the security question that was asked earlier, is there a current policy in place or plans to put a policy in place that would require an adult to be present with children below a certain age?
Yeah, there is not.
Large groups of juveniles that's being brought home.
Yeah, there's not a plan to put anything like that in place. You know, we really try to be conscious of not penalizing the mass for the few people who are not conducive. So, you know, I would hate, like especially looking back at my teens when I was 15, I was responsible and I was good and you could have dropped me off and I was going to behave and be a good little, go ride my coasters, eat my pretzels and be nice. So I would hate to insert policies that are designed to be good for everybody, but end up penalizing people who do a great job of following the rules and do everything they're supposed to do. It's also something that we understand that parents don't swim in the wave pool with their kids alive. They might, but at what point, or you know, a lot of parents come here and they may let their teens go ride Storm Chaser while they go to the water park with the little one, and that's okay. And we don't want to create an environment where all of a sudden families can't come in and yeah, we don't want to make it so that it's just an unbearable experience for everyone, but we understand the challenges of being an urban park and are just dedicated to solving that rather than creating policies that will then impact everybody who's really only trying to fix one little thing. So it's a tough balance. Not that we haven't looked at, I promise you we've looked at everything and try to find the best possible way to go about it, but I can assure you it's a very big priority of ours, family-friendly environments.
Yeah, to be specific, I was just referring to getting through the game, not.
Yeah, no, I understand, but yeah, we don't want to, we talked about this, you can, you know, do the same. I give it all that, and I promise it's on our radar, and we'll continue to, I think it's only, we have a very low tolerance for anybody who doesn't fit in with our family-friendly environment, and we'll continue to be that way. And I encourage you, anytime you're here, if you see anything, please report it to the staff member. Report it to a team member, a public safety officer will take care of it. I promise you. We call, one of my favorite things is to call a parent and let know the child, so. That's what makes it fun. I enjoy educating the youth in the community. It's a good time. Good question. I understand your concern, but I promise we got it.
Thank you.
Anything else? What else we got? Anything more fun?
Yeah, I mean, this, it was first about bringing like the Halloween event.
We don't have any anticipation of doing Halloween in 2021. However, I would be shocked if we don't bring it back at some point. I do think it'll be reimagined from what we did previous, because I think what we found is that Louisville is one of the largest Halloween house population per capita. So the amount of haunted houses we have per person in Louisville is like top 5 in the country. Weird, I know.
I mean, we have our own foundation, Louisville Halloween Foundation.
Yeah, so it's a big deal around here, so it's hard to be competitive in that market. But what we found is, you know what families want to do? They want to come out to Kentucky Kingdom and have a family version of Halloween. And so how do we capitalize on that, and how do we do that so that you're getting your night rides, you're getting a fun experience, Halloween that's brings a lot of value, not just food, drinks, the whole shebang, but how do we maximize on the actual audience that we're getting? Because I don't think that even if we do something scary, that's who's coming. It's people who want to be at the park, they want to experience Kentucky Kingdom in Halloween, and that's what we want to do. And so being more conscious of that and finding something that makes sense for our market and our guests. So probably no more bloody scary Halloween. Probably not that. Maybe not none, but like just maybe like there were like 5-year-olds going through the haunted house and like, yeah.
I know you guys still have merchandise in Palestine. Will you guys actually bring that back up this year for people to purchase to get it out?
You gonna buy it?
Yes, I would love to buy more stuff.
I'll text you. Yeah.
But even, I will say, even the season pass for people have begged and said, please bring some of them back because they didn't get a chance to buy it.
Okay, sure. Yeah, let me see what it.
Like they really said they would love to like buy more.
There are some things that we have that like on Persian standard, I don't know if we talked about it. Because like, you know, gory, bloody things that nobody wants. But like the actual like branded merch that we're wearing.
Hoodies, like other people wanted the hoodies, some people wanted the shirts with the clown on it, some people wanted I think there was some stuffed animals.
Oh my god, we should sell it to some yeah, let's see what I can do. It's sitting in that house with our house at the top. So.
It's a memory. I'm not going to know.
Yeah, absolutely.
It was a lot of fun.
I think we will. We're going to try to get open. We might bring some of that stuff out in like September or August. Have it out towards the end of the summer. We're also looked at maybe possibly selling it online on our website.
Oh, and also.
Yeah, so I'll figure something. I've definitely got it. I'll figure out what we need. Yeah.
Can we please work on this year? Please get patches for all the coaches. Now, I collect patches, and like every park we go to has a patch of at least something. You know, and you guys have some patches of 2 years. Right. That is something that's me personally requesting. I'd love to see more patches.
Yeah, I'm with it. I got a big inventory to get through. One of our former retail games managers from back in the day really bought everything in quantity of thousands. So it's really a mistake. I got like 4,000 wine glasses in the warehouse of the same design if anybody wants to. Jesus. But once we get through, that's going to open us up. I totally hear you. I'll do the best I can for this year, but I hear you and keep telling us, all right, until we get it done. If you're going to come buy it, heck yeah, I'm going to sell it. Awesome. Any other questions? You guys ready for your very own wooden coaster?
Yeah!
Stay seated.